Down here in the bottom left on Overgrowth. In the red, it is Flash.
And over here on the right side in blue, Super. If he is able to defeat Flash here and move on to the round of 4, he might have changed his ID to Super Duper.
Well, you know, it was Flash's pick, map pick. Catalina is a good map there for Terran. So he goes down, and here's Overgrowth, a map pick for Super.
This is the 9th year learning StarCraft. I didn't read the below. I was halfway below that. Yeah. Handwriting is hard for me, guys. I don't know. I can't write in Korean very well, too. When I go to the bank, I'm like, can you write this for me? And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, but your Korean's really good. I'm like, yeah, but I don't practice.
Yeah.
It's about time. Flash for president? Maybe.
I like that idea. Scarlet, you make me feel like a banelink is exploding into my heart.
Yeah, maybe Flash for president. Maybe it's about time we remove that restriction, you know, about being born in America as being a president. Maybe, you know, maybe we should open it up to international, you know, citizens. Maybe, maybe it's about time that Flash really represents America.
I like that idea.
He looks like a doesn't he look like a president?
Yeah, pretty much.
He really does. All right, so he's been going on a loop here. It looks like. He's going, like, he literally, like, listed all the studios for StarCraft, basically, including Mule, which is, like, where the old NBC Games studio used to be. So, I mean, he's, like, he's been around.
He's been around the block, and now he's landed here at the next arena. I love this arena, by the way. It's so cool.
It is really cool. Definitely take some time to come down here if you're in Seoul or you're thinking about coming, because this is not going to be the last event we have here. It'll be Pro League next season, as well as some other events coming up that you guys don't even know about. So, going to be pretty cool, pretty exciting next year.
Pretty good.
So, this SCV down here, going to drop that CC. We were seeing mirror builds from last game. He needs to cancel that Zealot, though. Okay.
There it is. Makes the Nexus.
Very careful check there on an eBay block with that probe. He was really serious about it. Flash is also being careful. With all the proxies and cheeses we've seen this tournament, I don't blame him. All right. Double barracks. Let's see if he goes triple. Would expect that. Expect.
Sumer barracks. We expected. And it came.
Oh, I feel like only people who know what we're talking about, they think this is funny. Even after I explained it, it's like not funny unless someone has ever told you expect, or like if you ever did something and the Korean texted you back, I expected. And you just think, yeah, I don't really. When you're first learning Korean, you just think, I don't really know.
Reaper gets in the main. Ooh, Twilight Council once again.
Oh.
And we saw Super, he didn't go aggressive in that last game. But, you know, that is Catalina. It's a pretty big map. Maybe he goes aggressive here. Maybe we see some blink strats on this 2-player map Overgrowth.
It was a bit more of a conservative blink play in the last game. And he also got his whole Stalker Force wrecked along with his probe line early on, so it was a bit crippled, but he still moved out. Had he only known the third base were there, he could have easily forced a cancel on that, or at least traded with the Marines before they had stim. A lot more potential for damage there that he just couldn't quite utilize in the previous game. Here comes that Reaper. Always nosy, these Reapers.
Yeah, so annoying. It's like that aunt you have when you go home, just asks you so many questions, like, why don't you have a girlfriend yet?
Why don't you have a girlfriend? And are you still wearing those Buzz Lightyear bed sheets? You still have the Buzz Light? I mean, aren't you 16 by now, Timothy? Well, I think it's time to get some Breaking Bad bed sheets, Tim. I don't know about this Buzz Lightyear character. Why do you never change your bed sheets?
Yeah, you gotta change your bed sheets.
Still using those Woody bed sheets. Andy. All right, here we go. Another big attack here. One Marauder in the mix. Now, Mothership Core is pretty far out there, actually. Almost too far out there. He might actually have the time warp to save it. Oh, he's going to lose that for sure, but let's see if he can get up the ramp. Reaper notices there's no sentries. He could actually just walk right up the ramp.
He actually chases the Reaper, and all these probes are going down, getting so many kills right now. He's just doing the same thing he did last time, but it's doing even more damage this time.
Does not actually scout the Twilight Council, and I think that's the reason why he chased the Reaper. I guess that's the only explanation I have as to why he would have done that. But, gee, that was just a poor reaction there. I think the Reaper really scared him. He really wanted to hide his tech. Flash already has another bunker coming up right now at home, so he should be actually pretty fine here to defend. Let's see, though. Blink Stalkers are pretty scary. Ask any Terran player, Berserk for that matter, how they feel about it.
Ask anyone. Even
Ask a Protoss, yeah.
Look at this. A lot of Marines are actually pushing these Stalkers back. Blink isn't done yet.
Yeah,
we see the Robobay coming up here.
He got that high ground vision away from the Stalkers. Taking that high ground there was so important. If he can actually maintain high ground vision while he's got those Stalkers there, he could just blink back and do damage all day long. But now he's coming up here. He's got it again. And let's see. He's considering a frontal attack here. But Flash is ready. He's already got his unit split in case of a blink in the main. Needs to micro these Stalkers back, not lose any more than shield damage.
Yeah, but Flash is just able to repair this and push the Stalker back.
Super is looking insanely nervous if you look at his portrait down there. I mean, he's actually looking nothing like what we saw yesterday, and he's not actually showing the same impeccable control that we saw from him yesterday either.
Yeah, definitely true. Maybe facing God himself is getting to his head, and it will get to my head. Stim is done here. Blink is going to go away. He is going to blink away. Blink won't go away. It's going to stay in the game. Sorry, guys.
All right, a big stim here. That's a small victory for Super as he gets away with all of his Stalkers. If he could force another one, that would be great.
And a third base coming down right away. We're seeing, like, mirror games here.
Yeah. Now, this base is not scouted, and this time the Stalkers are warded away before the third base goes down. So even if he knew about it, it'd be pretty tough for him to actually pressure it this time.
Yeah. Takes the base to the left as well. Doesn't take that one to the right. And I'm not sure if that observer at the front saw it.
I don't think so. That other observer is dead now. And I don't think he's seen it because there's no trajectory of vision on the map that shows yet. He has not seen it. The observer just showed briefly. Okay. A few more pickoffs there. Nicely done by Super. Trying to get any edge that he can in this game.
Yeah. He's basically doing the same build. He's got 2 Forges. He's got that one Robo getting those Colossi out. He has done a good job picking off a lot of units, though. It is looking a little bit different here.
He's checking for a third Nexus. The big stem here. He keeps stemming a lot. He actually can't really afford to stick around here with all these Colossi. He's going to see 2 Colossi and don't want to hightail it out of there. Super's in a much better position to do damage in this game than he was last game if he actually reacts, if he actually comes over here and sees this.
He needs to scout. He's setting his observer to the other third base location.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way.
He's saying, oh, okay, you don't have your third base.
This could cause the same problem that I did last game. He's actually getting observer speed right now.
Yeah, did the same thing last game.
Really wants to get that vision out. It's quite helpful, but it's not helpful if you still don't see what's going on until too late.
He's just sitting back and defending. He wants to take that third base. I think we might see Flash just do the same thing. He's adding another starport. He's going to make a ton of Vikings, and he can just pull the boys. It's a smaller rush distance on this map.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Flash right now. Is this second starport done?
It was on the way.
Almost
done. About to be done.
Yeah, this timing is working out really well. Look at his timing for his armor as well. This time, Super is going to have the Forge upgrades that he didn't have last time. And he's actually making the switch to Immortals a little bit faster. But I'm kind of concerned about that. He doesn't know what he's up against, but I don't think Immortals are really going to be good in this case, because once you knock all the Colossi down with that overwhelming Viking force, then the Immortals just in small numbers against a big Bioforce, once all the Zealots are gone, they're not good enough. They're helpful, sure. If you've got another transition, if you've got Charge and you've got Temple Archives out, you're starting to make Archons, then they're great. But if you don't have that, it's pretty tough.
Yeah. Nice scan. They're looking for the army. Catches a lot of those probes transferring. Knows that third base is up.
He's about to miss his window, too. If he doesn't hit this soon, the Flash's army is already going to be too big for him to handle.
Yeah. Observer just points out he has 52 SCVs. He's going to stop there, and he's going to pull them.
Yep.
Scan comes down, sees the army.
Now let's see if Flash decides to kill the debris before he attacks here. Or
Debris.
kill the debriefing before he goes in for the attack.
Dark Shrine on the way.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to defend. 3 ghosts means it's time for that lazy boy push if he's doing it. Is he, or is he actually just going to continue to macro behind this? 4 more medevacs to join this. Oh, here comes some of them. Yep. And the rest.
The boys are back.
The gang's all here.
Look at how long those Colossi shots.
Yeah. Range is a pretty powerful thing.
Yeah. Here we go. Boys on the way.
He's getting those EMPs.
He could have caught some of those ghosts. Those EMPs don't even really hit much.
Both players really caught off guard by that moment. Neither really getting an advantage from it.
But this losing some SUVs here.
He's going to get Flash in a decent angle here. But every second that Super can buy is so precious to him right now. There's that Nexus cannon. And he needs to get some Viking shots off over here. Those Colossi going down without really firing at all.
SCV's in the front, taking all of that charge off the Zealots. Nice kiting, nice splitting back here. The Colossi are down. A big blink forward. Super does have more stuff this time, but more EMPs come down on a lot of that army. Is it going to be enough, though?
This is so close, actually. This is so much of this army is in those Vikings. There goes some really nice clutch EMPs on those Immortals, but this is definitely enough. Super should be able to hold this.
Yep, Zealots come through here, and he is going to hold this totally. And now Flash's economy is wrecked. These medevacs are going to try to get away. They're going to boost, but the blink is going to follow them.
Yeah, should blink right now. I guess he's scared of what's on the other side of that line of sight blocker, reasonably so.
I think he just micro here. Nice blink micro. Doesn't decide to chase.
He's so ahead now, though. All he needs to do is resaturate his third base and continue to make units. Plus, he's got these DTs now.
Could do a lot of damage. Snipe out some of those mules from the triple orbital here.
4 scans, too, you know. He just dropped a bunch of mules because his economy is terrible. So, no scans available. And this is a problem. Okay, he's got a turret over here at least. But it's not going to reach all the way, so that DT is free to knock some of those depots down, maybe even kill some of these units. He's going to force a lift over here. And look at that DT, 3 health, living on the edge. EMP'd to death.
Yeah, gets it down. He's going to have to be scanned out at least, it looks like.
Yeah, unless he's got another EMP nearby. Wow, this Observer speed cell, I'm really liking it. Just constantly able to gain a lot of good map vision. I feel like this game was almost decided by Flash's miscontrol there. He was just not really on top of his army when he needed to be.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, he lost some SUVs. He wasn't in position. The EMPs that he put out first were not that good, and Super had the +2 on the attack at least as well for that fight. He's pulling the boys again. He's just going for it this time. He has 26 points.
It could work. Let's see. I just don't think so, man. There's no Vikings really here anymore.
Super with a hugely confident blink forward. He has 3 Immortals in the back, and that 1 Colossi is untouched. It's just doing way too much damage. Super's going to take here.
GG. Those Immortals are just completely wrecking that small Bioforce. You know, I say it could work, and I guess Flash thought so too, but he was just losing in every way at that point. You know, it was a desperate move. Maybe Super makes a micro mistake or something. Super not known to do that, though.
No, not really.
Actually, there was that one time, though, when he was known as Vampire, and he totally chased an Overlord with a Sentry, and then the Banelings killed him, even though he knew they were coming. That is one of those control mistakes. That's, I guess, more of a decision-making mistake.
I like how you're still mentioning this in like 2014.
Yeah.
It's going to stick with him forever.
It's going to stick with him forever and ever.
Yeah. KT Coach goes in the booth, gives Flash a pat on the back. It looks like Flash is like, yeah, I know I messed up. It's going to be fine. Like,
it is going to be fine.
I'm sure it will be. They're all tied up here at 1-1.
Now remember, for both these players,